Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to episode number 153 of Business Behind the Scene. Good to see you here, everybody. I am in such a crazy busy time of the year. Is November. We're preparing for Black Friday special. We're preparing for Christmas special. I'm about to go to Miami. I'm going to be in Miami for 2 full months. I'm super excited about that. It's going to be so good. I wanted to prove myself that I can run a business everywhere, anywhere in the world. So if you guys are following me on social media, you will see a different scenario, a different background. So you're not going to see my beautiful background as you always see when you come on into my lives. And yeah, different time zone. We'll see what's gonna come out of that. I'm excited and scared in the same time because I have been to Italy for my biggest one was about 5 weeks, but I've never been out of the country for more than 5 weeks in the last 8 years while running the business. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be scary. It's going to be all of those things. And I am truly excited because my clients are getting sold out left, right, and center. They're getting sold out retreats, sold out workshops, sold out masterclasses, sold out events, you name it, sold out bookings, like they get fully booked one-on-one. It's just so good to hear that. And with that, you obviously also come with, challenges sometimes, and people pulling out, people asking for a refund, people not happy. And this is one of the things that I always say to my clients is like, good, you got to celebrate that. When you get a complaint, that means that you are doing the right thing, that you started to put yourself out there enough and you can't make everybody happy. So you got to take the good with the bad. We're going to remember, business is 50-50. Business is good and it's bad. Business has got positive and it's got negative, and it's part of the journey. And we just need to accept that and don't make it mean anything. If we get a complaint from someone, first and foremost, we need to be grateful for it, because that's going to be a blessing for us to actually have a look if that is a genuine complaint and something that is productive and very useful for our business. We can then edit and change and adjust so that we can actually make it better for the next client. So we gotta first and foremost find gratitude in that. Now, sometimes it's hard to find gratitude depending on how that delivery, that feedback is being delivered to us, right? Was it rude? Was it upset? Was it attacking us personally? Whatever that way that they deliver it, we need to let go of that, and we need to look at the core of, there is some really good knowledge here in this moment. So I need to take that good knowledge and let go of all the personal stuff that are attached with that. We've got to remember that people are people. So sometimes people will tell us things that because they maybe have been quiet for a while, they didn't say anything, they were not happy about the first thing. Usually when people come up with like an attacking complaint, is because it was going on for a while. And there was one thing after one thing after one thing, and then there was the cherry on the top that make them explode. So again, we cannot take this personally and get upset about all of this. We just need to understand that's how the client decided to deliver it. Fine, that is their issue. They will have to deal with that in their lives. What we not need to do is that we need to be grateful, thank them for the feedback, and then have a look at where we could have improved. What could we have done to avoid that? Did we see the client getting upset the multiple times of different things? Could we have done different things differently? I've learned so much in the last 8 years, and I can guarantee you that the times that I've upset a client, I've upset someone, it came from place of scarcity, of my own scarcity, of I didn't want to give a refund because I didn't have the cash, or I didn't want to give the money back because of the principle. It was never from a place of abundance, because always from a place of abundance, you're going to be able to find a solution and find a middle ground. And so I have learned so much that sometimes I had to, maybe I could have done it better. I could have explained myself better. I could have reacted less. And so I wanted to bring that to you guys, because we are people. We have emotions. Our clients have emotion, and we need to learn communication. We need to learn how we can deliver things in a better way. We need to learn how we can manage stressful situations or emotional situations a lot better. Now, one of the things that I notice is when people are attacking us, that moment they're in ego. There's no point to try to reason with anybody that is in ego. So we just need to send a really good email saying like, hey, I've got your feedback. Thank you so much for sending it through. Let me just sit on it for 24 hours or 40 hours so that I can, do some research, have all the information that I need, and then I would love to speak with you. When is a good time in 24 hours to 40 hours, so that you have acknowledged them. They feel like you have done something to to again acknowledge them, to know that you're now taking care of the thing, you're now looking for a solution for them, so they feel that you're not just like brushing them. And then we can then work out, okay, what is the truth, what happened. Every time that I have like, oh, the client's complaining, I pick up the phone, it's always been the wrong decision, it's always been the wrong thing to do. So I just wanted to remind you guys how vital it is for you to take time to go like, I've heard you, I'm going to work on it, and I want to talk to you, and schedule a time. So now in that time you go in and you meditate. Before the time, you make sure that you're in a beautiful space, that you're happy, that you're okay, that you are not taking it personal, that you are prepared in case they do attack you, that you just like breathe, we're good, it's all fine, right? We need to make sure that we do that. So I've took some notes for actually to talk about this subject, because I know how vital it is when clients tell me like, oh my gosh, I got someone that wanted to pull out. Oh my gosh, I got someone that wants a refund. What do I do? The first thing we need to make sure that we understand is that we make those decisions before they happen. So you got to make a decision before they happen. So if a clients pull out in month 2, what is my procedure? What would I do? I'll do this, I'll write that, I'll check these things they've done, I'll check how many things they've got access to, I'll check how many sessions they've done with me, I'll check all those things, and then if those are this, then I make this decision. If those are that, then I make that decision. If they use more than 40%, I'll do this. If they fall more than 80%, I'll do that. So come up with all the different scenarios so that you have a bit of a procedure behind it. So no, you're not reacting on emotion, and you're not making it different from every person, because obviously we also have emotion and we have preferences. There will be a client that you're closer to, a client that is nicer, a client that is not as nice, a client that you prefer working with, a client that you don't prefer working with. So we want to try to make a rule that is sort of like across the board, right? What if a clients come to you and they tell them they want to pull out because they're sick, because someone of the family died, because this happened, because that happened? Try to really think about all the different scenarios and make a decision, an FAQ on what if. And you just come up with all the different scenarios so that you don't have to react to it, because most likely when we come up with a decision and with a solution on the client, like reacting to they attack or they complain or they concern, we usually most likely make a mistake. And I've done that. And so I've learned from that of going, no, I should actually do it this way. If I had everything in there, then I will be able to actually make it better, make it work. But one of the things that happen is I wanted to take you through it. So usually, this happen when a client pull out or a client asking for a refund or a client sends you that email, you get that feeling like in the stomach that you go, oh my God. And the brain brings up all this worst case scenario. My business is over. Nobody's ever going to find value what I do, right? We have like thoughts like, I'm going to go bankrupt. It's definitely like, I will never recover from this. My reputation is done. I'm not very good enough. I'm never going to be able to help people. All those things happen in our brain. And it's normal. Just so you know, it's normal. We all have it. We have our brain that is going to offer all these different things because we're panicking, because we most likely, if you're in business, you're like me, we're a little bit of people pleaser and we like to make people happy. And so when we get a complaint, when we get a feedback, when we get something that is a little bit negative, or we assume that is negative, we just panic. So when we panic, what you should do is that we're feeling like a failure, we're feeling rejected, we're feeling not good enough. And when we do that, what we do, we hide. We hide and we also react. We go into our primal instinct, and some of you will be avoidant, right? So you run away from the person. Some of you will be anxious. So you're like, you're trying to run towards the person. And we just do all of the things because we are not balanced in that moment while we are reacting to it. And when we react, what happens is then we usually hide, right? We usually run away, or we usually attack ourselves. And then what happens is that we actually do manifest what we were afraid of, that the business is over, that we have no more business coming in because we're now hiding, you're now afraid of doing anything, you're not selling as much because now you're not as confident as much. And all those things have started to happen, which is not healthy for your business, for your staff, for your clients, for none of that. So what we want to do instead is really we want to know from the beginning that you are going to expect complaints, pull out, refunds request every month. And we actually like you just do it. You just do a calculation of going, okay, every month I'm going to get this many clients, and every month I'm going to get this many clients. I wanted to cancel, pull out, stop working with me. And that is normal. It's normal. Every single business out there has that. And if you don't have that, it's probably because you're playing way too small. Your business is too small and you haven't got enough volume for you to get there. Now, if you're listening to this and your business is still too small and you're not getting enough volume, don't make this an excuse of why you don't want to grow. Don't try to say like, oh, this is why I like to keep the business small so that I don't get rejected. No, you're still going to get rejected. It's still going to happen, right? So I'd rather be in the arena and play the game and be out there and know that part of this is rejection, is part of this is getting people not wanting to work with me anymore, which is fine. So understand and accept that not everybody will enjoy me, my training, my business, my services, my product, all of that. Just understand that. Just accept it and be okay. And also prepare yourself for it. What is the percentage of people that are going to be pulling out, asking for a refund? Okay, I've got it. And at the end of the year, you'll be like, oh, I've got less than what I expected. I'm good. Right? So when someone complains or bring you feedback, you're like, yeah, I was expecting that. Fantastic. I've got my person for the month. I'm good. Right? You can really try to see it from a different perspective rather than make it like a disaster, tragedy, panic, all of that. Choose in advance how to deal with all these different scenarios, like I said before, so that we don't react to the business or we don't react to scenarios. We have a plan. We have a FAQ. We've got a plan. We've got a system. We just follow that. We're good. So send an email, like I said before, to let them know that you're going to be finding all the information. Thank you so much for the feedback. And I would love to talk to you in 24 to 40 hours. Send them a link to book a call and then be ready for that. Now, don't have anything after that call. Make sure that that is your last call of the day. And then you go home and then you can meditate. Don't do that at the beginning of the day because it might or may not go well. And then you're going to ruin your day, which is not good. So make sure that you have that at the end of the day. And then have prepared before that call, prepared different scenarios, different solutions. And I always love to go on those calls saying, what is your best case scenario? What would you like out of this? I want to make you happy. What would you like? And then again, don't make a decision on the call if it wasn't matching to your solutions that you have prepared, and let them know, look, I'll come back to you in 24 hours and I'll let you know what we can do for you. We want to really help you. I want to have more information now that you told me these bits and blah, blah, blah. So again, try to really be as diplomatic as possible, as compassionate as possible, as loving as possible. And remember, this client is helping you to fix your business, to improve your business, to come up with more ideas, more customer service journey, like improve your customer service journey, improve your business. So it's a blessing. It's so good, right? You might have to take a little loss for you for a long-term profit. I wish someone told me this 8 years ago. Nobody did tell me this, and I wished, because I have made mistakes along the way, and I think I did upset a few people because I didn't know how to handle it, and I reacted to panicking, right? Panicking because I wanted to please them so much that I did the opposite. So now that you know that, also know that sometimes it's best to let go of the business, the people, and just accept that, again, not everybody's going to work with you, and it's okay. And once you accept that, you also, like, abundance comes. Once you let go of one client, another 2 clients will come in. And that's my belief. When I close a door, a bigger door opens, and that's totally fine. There's no scarcity. There's enough clients. There's enough people. As you found this many people, you're going to find more. So think about that and bring that to your business. What would you do if your business was double the size? I often do that. I ask my future self, when my business is going to double, how would I handle this? And usually the answer is, I would just refund them and be happy for them. But the only reason why we don't do it is because we think about, oh my gosh, my money, my this, my that, I can't do this, it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. Right? So think about that. If your business would double, triple, quadruple in a year time, what would be the decision then? And it will be totally different. It will be so amazing. And it will be so exciting for you to know that that's where you're going to be one day. And if your future self will do that, why not make the decision right now? Why not? What is your worst case scenario? What is going to happen if you do decide to go with that? Just a different story. I love to talk about this stuff, because again, I didn't have anybody teaching me this, and I wish that I did. So I hope that you guys find this valuable. And remember, you want to get sold out? We're going to bring this other side of it as well. There's going to be sold out events, sold out workshops, sold out business. That's fantastic. And sometimes there's going to be things on the other side that are going to be a little bit more challenging, and we need to make sure that we deal with that rather than avoid them. I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, then you have to come to check out our Facebook group, Workshop Secrets for Coaches. It's a community of over 9,500 coaches that are ready to boom their business by running workshops. They are stuck in one-on-one coaching and they're ready to start to go one-to-many. So if you are one of those coaches, then you have to join us. I look forward to see you there. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a review to win a ticket to one of my workshops. I look forward to see you there.